Hi, welcome to Erica Makes and Crafts. Today I'm going to be doing my whip and chat on my custom kit that I know I keep talking about and saying I'm not going to do a whip and chat on, but I'm on the very last row and I don't think that it's going to give too much of the image away, so I'm not going to give away any of this surprise, and I really want to get this done, so I really want to focus all of my efforts on finishing this. But yeah, like I said, I don't think this is giving away any of the image. It's just the last row, so I think even though I work on this, it'll still be a surprise for you guys when it's finished. It's a Jaded Gem Shop kit. It's a custom piece of an artwork that my boyfriend did. My boyfriend likes to paint, and I turned one of his paintings into a custom diamond art kit with his permission. He chose this one for me to do. So let's jump right in. I'm going to be using this pen that I got from Stylos Decobois, a small shop on Etsy. This is one of my favorite pens that I have. In my single placer, I'm going to be using from Oh Snap Crafters Cafe, Oh Snap Dots in the scent Apple Orchard. In my multi-placer from the Creativity Squirrel, both of these are small shops on Etsy, by the way. I'm going to be using her diamond art putty in the scent Cucumber Ginger Mint. I am very much enjoying this scent as we're heading towards warmer weather. And I'm going to be using my Yellow Dog Designs tray. For this kit, I've been using release paper, but this last row I haven't been. I've got kind of an irritated throat, so if my voice sounds a little raspy, I apologize. But anyways, I haven't been actually using the release paper. I've just been kind of using it as a guide on where to cut. And usually I don't have much of a problem cutting in a straight line. And then I've just been peeling that back. And using my little Care Bear cover minder that I got for my birthday. There. Like I said, I started this back in January. It was not my sole focus. It's kind of always been a side piece, and I stopped working on it entirely in April. So now I'm kind of really wanting to just have this be my sole focus so I can get it done. Because I'm excited to finish it and get it up on the wall and just have it finished. And also get the video up there for you guys. I had a wonderful birthday weekend last weekend. My birthday was April 25th, which was a Friday. And I think I talked to you guys after that, but I still had birthday events going on. Saturday afternoon, I went to my brother's, and my family had a little birthday party for me there. We ordered, whoops, okay, gotta find there it is. We ordered sandwiches from a local deli, which was my choice. And I also chose to have donuts instead of cake because my grandmother's birthday is April 5th and we have cake. My mom's birthday was April 12th and we have cake. And then on Easter, the 20th, we had cake. I was just over the cake and nobody complained about me saying I wanted donuts. So usually by the time my birthday rolls round, I always ask for something other than cake. Which one year really upset my nieces because they thought on your birthday you have to have cake, but they were for it this year. And that was great. That was a good time. They got me, my nieces picked out for me a mug that says World's Best Auntie. And they got me a teapot, like a classic teapot. You fill the top with loose leaf tea. And then you fill the teapot with hot water, like a traditional classic teapot they got me for my birthday. And they picked out a picture frame for their school pictures. So I had a picture frame, and their mother asked me if I could bring their school pictures, which I did. And so she put the pictures in the frame for me and then wrapped that up. We have a local sandwich shop. It's local to my state anyways. I don't think they're out of the state, but they're in several places, several cities in my state. But anyways, every month they have a special, and the April month special is a meatball sandwich. And it's not like a meatball sub. It's not huge or anything like that, but it is delicious. So that's what I got. And I think that's also what my dad ended up getting. My mom always gets the turkey club. My mom loves the turkey club sandwich. It's a huge sandwich, and I don't think she ever finishes it, but she likes it. They do a good job. So I was happy with the meal choice. And both my nieces like sandwiches, so my boyfriend's daughter's not a big sandwich eater. She's too picky. She'll eat a peanut butter sandwich or peanut butter and jelly, but that's about it for sandwiches for her. But on Sunday, I went to visit my boyfriend and his daughter. They live a little ways away, unfortunately. But I got to see them, and I ended up taking Monday off, so I spent the night there. And my boyfriend and I had a date night. We went to see, it was a scary movie. Until Dawn. It's based off of a video game. I actually liked it. It's kind of cheesy, but I actually did enjoy it. It's, as long as you go into it knowing it's not going to be a great movie. Like, as long as you go into it knowing it's just going to be a fun, scary movie that's not trying to be, you know, like Midsummer or, you know, something amazing like that. The Witch is another really good scary movie. Anyways, it's just a fun one. And sometimes those fun, scary movies are good. Sometimes those are what you need. As a scary movie lover, I've always loved horror movies. Not so much the gory kind. Like, I'm not into the kind that is just gore for the sake of gore. But I do like I grew up on creature features. So that's kind of more my style. I remember being a kid and my interest in them was always the makeup. I was one of those kids, for whatever reason. I always knew it was someone in costume. I always had a good sense that the monster wasn't real. But I always wanted to know how they did it, the FX makeup. One too many. So, like, even with something like The Wizard of Oz, I remember watching The Scarecrow and trying to figure out as a kid how they did that, how they, where the makeup met the cloth bag around him. Like, so anyways, I've always had a love of creature features and that kind of thing. And I enjoyed I had a good date night. I had a great birthday weekend. I think in the last WIP and Chat, I kind of showed you guys some of the things my friends got me that I've been using for diamond painting. One of them being this Care Bear cover minder, and my friend also got me from the same company a yellow Care Bear cover minder. I'm just choosing to use the purple one today. She also got me this vinyl figurine of Share Bear because she knows I like to have figurines watching me. And she got me a mystery Care Bear, and I got Grumpy Bear, who's my favorite, so I was happy with that. And she also got me a Care Bear trash mug in Cheer Bear, who is pink. So I was very happy with that. Or actually, my mom got me the Care Bear mug, but I was very happy with that because I like to use a big mug instead of I have a trash drill cover minder, but I like to use a mug instead. I just throw all my trash stuff in there, and then I can empty it at the end of the day. Because sometimes I will sit around all day, like back and forth, diamond painting. But that was my weekend last weekend. We've been stuck in a cycle. I have to adjust that. We've been stuck in a cycle right now where it's been raining on the weekends and beautiful during the week, and everyone's ready for it to shift. Everyone's ready for a beautiful weekend. It's been nice because I've been able to walk my dog during the week, which is always nice. She and I both missed our walks while she was recovering from a sore leg. She pulled a tendon or a ligament or something, and that was a long recovery for her, but she's doing good now and she's able to walk with me, so that's what we are doing. And both of us need it. And she's doing better, finally. It was months of recovery. On the one hand, you're glad she didn't, on the one hand, I'm glad she didn't break it, but on the other, like a break probably would have healed faster. It's so. Diamond Art Club is tempting me this week with their releases. There's a Yume art kit that when that went up, I was like, oh, this is gorgeous. I don't need it. I can wish list it. You know, like trying to convince myself that I don't need it. And then a Margaret Morales kit. And it's a gorgeous Margaret Morales kit. Oh. So they're really tempting my low buy. They always do this to me. Whenever I say I'm going to go into a no buy or a strict low buy, they release Margaret Morales kits. I swear, if I want Margaret Morales kits, all I have to do is say I'm not going to buy anything. So I'm going to have to decide if I want it or if I can just wish list it, if I'm going to because I'm trying really hard to be on a strict low buy where I did purchase, because I did purchase some restock kits that I wanted that I haven't shown you guys yet. One was Threads of the Universe that came back in stock. And then another one was Fairy Lights by Ivy Delamore. That came back in stock, and I got that. So I think I also got the Christmas. It was released this past year for Christmas. I can't remember the name of it, but it's by Mrs. Butter D. It's the girl drinking the drink, and she's got reindeer antlers, and it's super cute. And I haven't had a Mrs. Butter D kit, and that is definitely a kit that I would put out every year at Christmas. It's just my aesthetic. So not necessarily my colors, but I love the image. And so I don't think I'll get too tired working on it. It's not huge. I mean, it's not small, but it's not huge either. So I think I'll be fine. And I have a color that I happen to know is that color, so I'm just going to place it. So I got that one too. And like I said, I haven't shown you guys those. So now I'm trying to be on a strict low buy until Black Friday. But I think I'm gonna, I mean, technically it's a low buy, not a no buy. And the Yume art kit, I still probably will just wish list. But the Margaret Morales kit I might have to buy. And I might buy some mini dazzle kits with it. Because last weekend, I started doing some of my mini dazzle kits, the roller skating ones, at my boyfriend's when I was there. And it worked out really well. Because one of the reasons I choose to not diamond paint when I'm there is the space. There's just not as much space there. He doesn't have like a good setup for diamond painting. And so I always tend to just crochet. But I do like to diamond paint. Some too. So I brought my mini dazzle kits, and I did 2 of them while I was there last weekend. He had a frame that he gave me that was the size for one of them. So I left that one there for his daughter to see. So I might buy some more mini dazzles and stock up on them so I have them to do. And then I also looked at Paint Gem. And so there's a couple there that I might get at some point in time. Because I know a lot of people enjoy working on Paint Gem kits, so I figured I might check them out. Because I've never gotten into working on the small kits before, so I've never tried working on a Paint Gem kit. But I really like the look of their retro, their rainbow, and their national park kits. So I might pick up one of their national park kits. I don't know. I am probably not going to finish this section with you guys. Although this isn't the most confetti that I've worked on. There's a lot more areas of confetti in this kit. Just because it's a custom, so it's computer charted. But it's coming out gorgeous. I can't wait to show you guys what it looks like completely finished. I am hoping to have it up by the end of the week next week. I'm hoping to have it finished by then. I have been intentionally solely focusing on this one, so I have been making a lot of progress. I did a row plus last week, so I think I can finish this row. So Sorry. I still sometimes struggle with remembering to talk while I'm diamond painting. We had a skills fair at work. I don't know if you know what a skills fair is, but basically it's mandatory training, going over skills we're supposed to go over every year. And they try and make it fun for us. Where it's mandatory training that we do every single year, they try and make it enjoyable or like a pleasant experience for us. And they call it a skills fair because you go around from booth to booth. One was Jeopardy inspired. One was interactive. Like we put on glasses to mimic poor sight, and they had us blindfold and feed each other, because we do sometimes feed our clients, and some of our clients have dementia or poor sight or things like that. I do hospice care, so anyways, that was an interesting experience. One of my pet peeves is people who mix all the food together to make it easier to feed someone. I cannot stand my food being mixed together. So I've never been someone to do that to another person. But they had us do that to each other so that we could see what it was like to eat food mixed like that. I wasn't a fan, which I knew I wouldn't be, but yeah. It was actually one of the more enjoyable skills fairs that we've had in a while, and we all made sure to tell them that. And I think part of it was because it was different from years past. The past couple years, it was the same old, same old. They did everything the same way they did the year before, kind of a thing. Whereas this year, they actively tried to switch it up for us. And because it was a little bit different, that made it more enjoyable. I had a shorter week, a 4-day week this week, and Friday was still a drag. So we had a beautiful sunny week all week, and then Friday was rain, and it was dreary, and everybody was off on Friday. I talked to someone I work with. I said, I'm not here today. Like, I'm here, but I'm not here. My brain is elsewhere. And she goes, me too. So that was kind of the day I was having on Friday. Then my boyfriend's daughter has a dance recital. I'm recording this early Saturday morning. She has a dance recital today. And I was trying to figure out when he wanted me to get there to his place. And he kept telling me what time the recital started, and it's like, that's not answering my question. Finally, I worded it in such a way where he figured it out what I wanted. It's just frustrating. He says I don't ask the question clearly. I say he just doesn't know how to answer questions. Because he has a way of always going around, giving me an answer that never answers the question I asked. And it's frustrating. Yeah. And he's also the type of person who likes to have the last word. So I have to just let him sometimes. He got frustrated with me because he felt like I wasn't asking the right question to get the answer I wanted. Yeah, so anyways, it wasn't a big deal, but we were both very frustrated with each other. But I'm finding that that is common with him. I can ask him a direct question and he'll somehow avoid answering it. But anyways, I don't want to keep So I'm going to that today, her dance recital. So that'll be fun. Trying to remember what dances she does. She does jazz, she does ballet, and she does lyrical, I think is what they call it. It's like contemporary, I think. But I think her dance place calls it lyrical. And she was showing me her dances, and she's very excited because her jazz routine ends the show. And she is the only kid in her jazz class that does a split at the end, because she knows how to do a split from doing gymnastics. So she's very excited about that. And my nieces, their dance recital will be in a couple of weeks. So it's actually the weekend I work, but they have a dress rehearsal that on Friday that you can get a ticket to, because their dress rehearsals are great. My boyfriend's daughter's dance company are dance instructors. I don't know what you would call it. They're great. It's great. I'm not trying to say it's not great. But the one that my nieces go to and the one I went to as a kid, that's much more of a professional, like, dance company. So even the dress rehearsal is a quality show that the public can pay to see. And I don't want to have my boyfriend's daughter go and see it, because I don't want her to ever think that her dance, I don't know, I have this thing where, like, her dance is done at the school gymnasium, which is fine, like, it's great, it's a good dance. They learn basic dance skills. Like, I'm not trying to put down it, but it, like, it's not a professional dance studio like the one my nieces go to, and I don't want her to feel bad about it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining that right to you guys. But at the same time, if she ever wanted to go and was available to, I wouldn't tell her no. I know she likes to go and watch my niece's plays. My nieces like to do summer camp, theater camp. And she likes to go and watch the plays and the performances of that. She does love my nieces, so they're close, which is great. And my nieces have gone and seen her do gymnastics before. The time they went, she placed on vault, which she doesn't normally place on vault, so that was exciting. That was the day she hurt her ankle, I think, that day, and she didn't do vault with the rest of her team, and the judges thought she wasn't going to. But she felt better enough, I guess, that she went back and she was allowed to do it. And she did the best vault of her season that day, so. Next week, she does regionals, so I'll have a lot to talk to you guys about that week. She does regionals, which is in Rhode Island. So it's a good 10-ish, I'm going to say 10-ish hour drive. 8 to 10, somewhere in there. I'm not the best at guesstimating that, so somebody else might tell you it's closer. So I'll say 8 to 10. Hour drive for us. Her dad already has the hotel room booked. We're staying at the same hotel as a lot of her teammates, so they'll be able to hang out and swim at the pool and stuff and have fun. A lot of her best friends are her gymnastics friends. I think her very best friend is a friend from gymnastics. But she does have friends from school too. But I do think her very best friend is one from gymnastics. I did dance as a kid growing up. I did not ever get into doing gymnastics. I guess my sister-in-law did for a period of time in her youth. My nieces tried gymnastics. Neither one of them took too much love or interest in it. So it wasn't something that stayed. They're both doing softball this year. My nieces are both doing softball, which is keeping their parents busy because, of course, they're not on the same team. So they have two separate practices, two separate games each week. So but they seem to like it. For Easter, their mother and dad, their mom and dad got them tennis rackets. I know my brother loved tennis. He played it in high school. And it was something that he and his wife enjoyed playing together early on in their relationship. So they got them some tennis rackets, and they're going to teach them tennis this year. And both the girls seemed really excited about that. I liked tennis. I think if it was something I played more, I could have liked it a lot more than I ever did. I never played it as a sport in school like my brother did. I just played it here or there. But I did cross country. That was the sport I did. I'm not big on like running on a treadmill because my mind gets bored. Because running, believe it or not, is more of a mental sport than it is a physical one. But if you put me in the woods on a trail and you give me something to run towards, kind of a thing, I enjoy that kind of running. I also like it because you're more in competition with yourself. I've always been better at those kinds of sports. I'm more of a, I want to beat my old time, kind of a, like, I want to improve on myself. I can do better kind of a mindset. Because I'm not the most competitive person. And my boyfriend is extremely competitive. And I have a very hard time. I don't like playing games with him for that reason. And he has finally figured that out. But, oh, Han. Thank you. Don't know what she heard, but she thought she heard something out there. I am really happy with how this is coming out. I've never done a custom kit before, so, I wasn't sure about it. I knew I wanted it to be from Jaded Gem Shop, so I'm very happy that I was able to do that because I like Jaded Gem Shop's quality. My dog is over here licking my arm. If you hear that, I'm sorry. I know that that's not always a sound people like to hear. She just ate. And whenever my dog eats, she gets very affectionate afterwards, and she wants a love sesh. So she thinks it's time for one. But I was saying I'd never done a custom piece before, so I was really hoping that this would come out well, and I am enjoying it a lot. I'm enjoying it a lot. And come on, love. Uppies. 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 Good girl. Sorry, I had to help my dog with something. Yeah, so I wasn't sure exactly how this was going to turn out, because I've never done a custom before, but I'm enjoying it. I am loving it. I'm loving how it is turning out, how it's been rendered. I'm pleased with the special drill placements, because I did ask for some special drills, and I cannot wait to have this done for you guys so I can show you. I cannot wait to have this done so I can show you. And my boyfriend's daughter helped me with a portion of the video, so she's very excited about that. She knows my rules if she wants to be in my videos. No face. She can't show her face, and she can't say her name. Because even though she doesn't understand, because she's young, protecting her privacy is very important to me. Until she's old enough to consent, basically. Old enough to understand what she's consenting to, I should say. But she's excited for that video to go up. I need to ask my friend for an update on her diamond painting. One of the paintings that was or is going to get released, the one with the ducks, it's by the same artist that did Duck's Bath, which I think was a Black Friday release of last year, 2024. There's one of them in the kitchen, ducks in the kitchen. And for whatever reason, that made me think of my friend. Something that I thought she would like. Oops. But I think she's at this point in time, she's a one at a time kind of I think at this point in time, she's more interested on working at them one at a time, which is fine. She's not like me, which loves to add to my collection. I don't get a lot of trash, but I do get some, which you know is normal. I was surprised that one of the colors I had the most amount of trash on was a special drill. I'm not sure why, because it wasn't a dark color. I know a lot of times dark colors have more trash because they're harder for the machines to see that do the quality control. That's why blacks and like the darker browns and darker navies all get a decent amount more trash than other colors. But this was a light lime green. So I don't know. I mean, I have plenty of drills. I'm not going to run out. With Jada Gem Shop, I never have a fear that I'm going to run out of any of the colors. So, but I do know trash is always expected. All right, I'll finish doing this little. I'm trying to be mindful of the time for you guys. I know that I'm not working on anything that is particularly pretty to look at right now anyways. When it's all done and I show it to you, the whole picture, I think you'll all enjoy it. Oops. But if you've made it this far in, what are you guys working on? I know there's a couple of events coming up. I think one of them is an Ivy Dellamore event. I think Michaela, Renee, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, and Messy Girls Crafts are doing that. Summers, that one, the Ivy Dellamore event is a May event. And they are all talking about how it's a very relaxed event. So if you're looking for a no pressure, kind of relaxed atmosphere, that might be one to check out if you've got an Ivy Dellamore kit. I know Summer's Sparkling Good Time is doing a 100 Days of Summer event. So that one intrigued me. Because it's any kit with 100 or more drills, or you can combine two kits that total 100 or more drills. And I think she also said you can combine 3 kits with 100 or more drills. Basically, from Memorial Day to Labor Day, you just have to work on kits that have 100 or more drills. And I thought that was an interesting event. I know in the summer, there tends to be a lot more events going on than in the winter. But I thought that sounded like an interesting event. probably because I found it so interesting, I paid attention to it a little bit more, but there's different groups. So if you do just one big diamond painting, that's the whale group. If you do two, that's the dolphin group. And if you do 3 or more to total 100 drills for the 100,000 drills, not just 100,000. So it's the 100,000 drills of summer is the event. And it's based off of the concept of the 100 days of summer. But anyways, that would be the School of Fishes category. So she has different categories for the different ones. She already released her informational video, so if that interests you at all, you can go to Summer Sparkling Good Time and look for that. But I know I found that interesting because you can work on whatever kit you want. And then I also believe that the Jaded Jamboree is still going on. All you have to do is post a picture to her Facebook group or to Instagram with the hashtag Jaded Jamboree, and you get entered. It just has to be a Jaded Gem Shop kit. I think those are the ones that I'm aware of that are either going on currently or are about to start. But I know that there are a ton of them, so. Anyways, I will end it here. I hope you guys had a wonderful week, and I hope you have a good one to come. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you next time. Bye.